Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Within. So, in the last episode, I think we were making a song with Monika, right? Yeah, we spent the night at her house, and then we woke up, got out of, we took her out to, I don't know, I think we just took her to our house. I don't think we actually went anywhere. We got up, went to our house, and we've been, working on a song together. That's basically the gist of what's happened so far. So I think now, yeah, that's really all that's happened. Last episode wasn't that productive, I guess you could say. It wasn't really too productive, I don't think. All right, Monika, I think we had, besides like, Monika saying that we're being too hard on ourselves, but that felt a little weird. But, other than that, nothing else really fully happened, I don't think. Yeah, we just worked on music. But yeah, let's see what happens now. Once ideas are run dry for what to do with the song, Monika and I just decided to relax in my room. We decided to order in some pizza and watch a few movies, mostly just sappy romance movies and some uber cheesy horror flicks. To be honest, it only ended up serving as more reason to cuddle up with Monika. Mom ended up showing up just past 4 in the afternoon. With the knowledge of where she'd been made it easy to guess where she was. Naturally, Moni was curious herself. I decided not to tell her about the situation with mine and Natsuki's parents. Besides, Natsuki's most definitely going to interrogate me about it tomorrow anyways. How does Natsuki know that's my mom? Natsuki doesn't know my mother. Unless she does. In which case, the fuck's Natsuki been doing in the background? That's certainly going to be fun. I pulled out of my little trance with the sound of Monika yawning. Someone sounds sleepy. I smiled gently at her.
Honestly, I'm knackered.
Knackered? What the hell's that?
What the fuck
God
does that mean?
damn it, Britain! Keep your weird words!
You're up, I'm getting real sick of your shit.
Getting real tired of your shit, Britain.
Just become American.
Nobody
You
says
basically
this! Is that a slur?
I like it.
You bunch of knackers! What? My dad says knackered. I've never heard knackered. So unless Monika's a British lady or she just has very old-timey speech.
Me when knackered? I feel like I felt very like weird saying that.
Nah, fucking knackered is informal British. I know it.
I should probably start heading home soon.
Monika giggles nervously. Presumably it's had been embarrassed that I caught her yawning. People yawn.
I really enjoyed today.
As did I. I don't know. Would you want to do the same next weekend?
I can't do next weekend. I'm visiting my grandparents in Hokkaido then.
The week after?
You bet.
Her smile, yet again, is burned with excitement. I'm never gonna tire of that smile. I swear on my life. So, you wanna head downstairs?
Yeah.
Monika tries to keep a more positive outward appearance, but the downcast tone in her voice is more than noticeable. Considering her home situation, I can't exactly blame her. I then feel my heart ache at my own realization. We exchange a quick see you tomorrow, as well as a quick goodbye kiss before Moni heads off. I let Mom know I'll be down in a bit, as I'm going to try and make a start on tomorrow's poem before dinner. Well, if I can think of anything to write, that is. It's alright, just get them off the internet. Be easy. They won't know. They'll never know. I wake up in a cold sweat. Oh god. Oh no, it's sleep paralysis. Damn, my overactive imagination. Always jumping to the worst possibilities. Monika's fine. She's safe. Monika's fine. She's safe. I repeat that to myself a few times, breathing in and out as I do so. Okay, so he had a nightmare. I feel like they could have showed a. Was it all a dream? No, chat. I swear to God, dude, chat's just coming up with like random ass conspiracy theories. Was it all a dream? A Maury reference. Oh my God, headspace. We've woken up. sides. Oh no, we're in the overworld. We're gonna see something in our kitchen. So yeah, I don't know. So it feels like okay. So I'm assuming he woke up from a nightmare, but it's like I don't know. I feel like you could have did something to give some ideas for that. I don't know. Could have showed like a spooky Monika or something, or dead Monika. I try to close my eyes to get back to sleep, but to no avail. I get up off my bed to check the time. It's only 1:21 a.m. A drink wouldn't hurt too much, I suppose. I slide my phone into my pajama pocket and head straight for the kitchen. I flick the light on and immediately head for the cupboard. Once I have my glass filled, I sit at the table and start sipping. After a minute or so of just drinking and staring into nothingness, I pull out my phone and start scrolling through the photos I've taken of me and Monika over the last couple of days. It's still surreal to think we're an item. Compared to her, I resemble a sleep-deprived zombie in at least half of these pictures. To be fair, when do I never look like that? I find myself smiling and sometimes even chuckling at some of the pictures. How does she manage to look so joyful despite everything that's... A burst of joy turns to dread just as quickly. I place my phone on the table and take a few deep breaths. She's fine. Just overthinking things. I'm just overthinking. Daisuke's not going to lay a finger on her. After a few more breaths, I drape my arms down to my sides. I've got to stay strong for her. I pick my phone back up and, this time, scroll through mine and Monika's texts. Sometimes I forget just how long our texting sessions last, regardless of whether we saw each other after school or not. During my scrolling, though, I end up reading the text regarding Monika's home situation more than anything else. Either I'm starting to realize things I didn't quite understand before, or I'm merely making things seem worse in my head. At this point, I can't even tell anymore. Once more, I put my phone on the table and throw my hands against the sides of my head. What is happening? That was very abrupt. This time, my ears are feeling ever so tingly. Am I crying? I let my trembling fingers under my eyes. Sure enough, I am. Fucking hell. My voice is faint and, much like my hands, shaky. My further attempts to keep my breathing steady fall flat. I bury my face in my hand as my breaths become harsh. Please, Monika. Please be okay. Please be okay. Oh, Jesus! 2 months! Whoa! Okay?
That was a big jump.
Okay, oh my god, such a jump. What a hop and a half. What the hell? 2 months.
Is the text box always gray?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
We mentioned it before. We said how I didn't like it.
Alright.
All right, so I kind of like that. I like the last scene. I feel like the transition into his little crazy thing was a little too abrupt, but I liked it, I guess, you know. I think one thing I liked about it was I liked him reading back the texts that she used to tell him, but now with more information, it's like the text mean differently to him, you know? Like before, he didn't really know how her father was, so he just read those as, just has a strict dad. But now that he's kind of experienced her dad a little bit more and stuff, and like, you know, starting to learn more about her, him reading back at the text, he's like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know. I like that. Like, that's, I like that. That's pretty, that's kind of like, it makes sense why he'd be freaking out now, you know? Like, he's very anxiety ridden because he's like, oh, shit. But, yeah, 2-month time skip. Okay. I mean, I won't. I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay. I don't have any huge problems with the time skip. I mean, obviously, I'll see how they handle it. It's just usually huge time skips like this usually only really work for like epilogues. So I'm gonna see. I don't know. A 2-month time skip seems very long. Like if it was like a week, sure, but like 2 months, god damn. I mean, I guess we can now say they've been together longer than Natsuki and MC were in exit music, so there's that, I guess. But I don't know. With a situation like this, where like Monika's constantly potentially in peril due to her abusive father, it does feel odd to have a 2-month time skip, you know? Feels like a lot can potentially be missed with that. We'll see what happens. Like so many times before, I find myself zoning out during class. Well, less zoning out, more trying not to fall asleep. I don't usually have too much of an issue focusing during history. But I suppose when you've got a substitute who quite obviously couldn't give a damn about the subject, it's kind of hard not to doze off. Thankfully though, the bell rings and I'm one of the first ones out the door. The route to the clubroom is practically etched into my brain at this point. I just walked through the identical corridors and eventually I'm at the clubroom. Well, you did say it was in your brain. So as I'm inside, the usual scene greets me.
Good afternoon, Zero.
Sayori, bubbly and cheery as ever. She gives me a quick hug. Hey, Sayo. You doing okay?
I am, yeah. You look like you've just woken up, though.
Well, when does he never look like that?
Honestly, does Sayori have to drag your sorry ass out of bed every day?
Natsuki, sassy as always. Things did get a little awkward after we discovered our parents were dating. Hell, if things go further with them, we'll probably end up as step-siblings. What?
Huh?
Okay. Not that it would change anything between us. She'll still roast me to Kingdom Come. I scrunch my face and smirk. I don't know how I feel about, like, the Natsuki potentially step-sibling. Can I even say plot point? Is it a plot point? It's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't have anything to say about it. Like, there's nothing really comes out of it from what I can gather. And it doesn't seem like it's a focus. It just feels very random. Like, it is there, I guess. I guess Natsuki also has a single father, and we have a single mom, so I'm glad mom's moving on from dad, finally. Like, I don't know. It just feels so out of nowhere. It feels like I missed some things. I feel like it's brushed over. Yeah, it feels very brushed over. Hell, they even, because of the time skip, they even skipped, like, Natsuki confronting us about it. I feel like we should have at least had that. Like, a nice discussion about it would have been nice, but yeah, we even skipped over that. See, the time skip's already making me mad. It's already upsetting me. Scrunch my face and smirk. Afternoon to you too, sis. That's weird to say, don't say that. They're only dating, chill. Natsuki grits her teeth. I've been caught off guard by my little comment. So he just giggles a little bit. I'm never gonna get used to you calling me that. Wait, he's just been calling her that? They're just dating. That's gonna be really weird if, like, your mom ends up, like, cheating on him or something. I was like, they're just dating. I think you're jumping a little too far. I feel like if they were, like, engaged, then maybe you could say that. I feel like it's a little weird. Speed run. The MC's just, it's all right. He's used to fast relationships. That's how him and Monika got together. Don't worry, I won't either. I speak with a slightly snarky yet jokey tone. Twat. And we're back to Britain. I then move towards a desk near the window. I set my bag on the desk, hear footsteps approaching me. I turn and, upon realizing who it is, I smile. Hey, Yuri.
Afternoon, Zero.
After what happened with Monika 2 months back, Yuri and I surprisingly got closer than I'd expected. We had actually found a few more things that we shared in common. In fact, we even started reading a book together. Granted, I was a little slow starting off, but Yuri's been insanely patient with me. There's still some slight moments of awkwardness here and there, considering Yuri's past feelings for me. But I'm fairly certain to be able to put that behind us. Then the clubroom door clicks and swings open. So, like, alright, so now I'm starting to think, is the 2-month time skip just an excuse to make every, like, the MC be on good terms with Yuri again? Like, I feel like we could have just had them be on good terms again. I don't think we need an entire 2 months for that one.
Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Just got caught up in some school council stuff. Let me guess, for that end of the year festival the school's planning? Actually, we were. How'd you guys feel about doing another event?
The rest of the club look at Monika curiously, me included. It may have been a good while since the festival, but the memories of how badly it went are still in the back of our minds. Monika sinks into herself a bit.
It's fine if you're not up for it. I just thought I'd suggest it, you know?
We were silent for a moment. Then, to my slight shock, Yuri's the first to speak up.
I suppose I've got an idea for if we did go ahead with it.
Our collective focus then rears towards Yuri. Initially, Yuri seems kind of uneasy about the heightened focus on her. But despite that, she takes in a deep breath and starts talking.
Monika, how would you feel about the club continuing once we've graduated?
A hopeful smile then etches itself on Monika's lips.
If I can get sentimental for a moment, I just want to say I would love for the club to continue after we've graduated. Like, ever since I had the idea for the club, I wanted it to be a place that felt welcoming to people, no matter who they were. Obviously, there's been bumps in the road here and there, but I doubt we'd all be standing together in this room if it wasn't for this club. But, to be honest, I wouldn't change a single moment.
Monika pauses, internally collecting her thoughts. It smiles all around, but Sayori trying her best not to cry.
In a weird way, there was a small part of me that assumed you were just here to relax. But I was glad to be proven wrong. I think the Literature Club is a place where happiness can be found. And if this club's able to keep going long after we've graduated, then I think we'd have done something amazing.
Monika finishes her impromptu speech, exhaling in relief. I get the impression this might have been on her mind for quite a while. For some reason, I start to clap. I'm probably going to come off as sucking up to Monika, but screw it. To my surprise, Sayori starts to clap with me too. Natsuki then follows, as does Yuri. We're clapping now. Was it one of those movie claps? And everyone just starts clapping. There's soon a small round of applause. Monika goes ever so slightly red.
You guys, I can't thank you enough for everything. Anyways, sorry for going on. No, Monika, you don't have to apologize. It's a lovely sentiment. And I'd agree. Whether we know it or not, this club is going to be our legacy here. And if we can get people interested in the club before we go, then we'll have something people will remember us for.
Once Yuri's finished, the club is silent once again. Eventually, though, I'm the first to speak up. I'm in.
As am I.
Yuri cheerfully follows after myself. Only leaves one more. Ah, screw it. I'm in too. And that's everyone. God, I really do love when the club comes together like this.
Anyways, I'll let you go now. We'll share poems in a bit.
Alright, so... that scene... Alright, so, let me explain. That scene was fine, yes. But I feel like my only issue with it was that it doesn't fully feel earned for this mod. Because, like, it's kind of weird, right? Like, we just got that scene after a 2-month time skip where the mod's like, yeah, they all became, friends again after 2 months that you didn't get to see. Like, what? Like, it's like someone just clicked fast forward and I just skipped all that stuff, It's like everything that we've seen in this has been, like, the friends almost breaking apart because Monika's getting mad at Yuri. But then they're just like, yeah, after 2 months, everything just kind of fixed itself, so now we're just going to show this. It's like, that's unfair. You can't just do that. Like, I feel like this mod doesn't have enough scenes of us actually being able to see the club as, like, friends for that scene to really feel earned. Like, it just kind of felt like, yeah, it felt like that scene really pretty much relied on the fact that we know about the side stories, Like, instead of just making something, instead of making it feel earned themselves. We're skipping arcs. Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like we just skipped an entire arc. I thought it would be at least 1 week time skip to skip the grandparents, but not 2 months. Yeah, that's what... That's what I'm like, I don't know. It feels kind of rushed is my thing. Like, because of the time skip, it just feels like they're just like, yeah, everything's fine now. Everything's happy. Like, I don't know. It really feels like Natsuki is MC's stepsister. No, not fully, apparently. They only said that his mom and her dad are dating. So she's not even, like, actually our stepsister. They're just dating. So, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it feels like it's going too fast again, which is something this mod does have a problem with a lot of the times. It feels like things go way too quickly. Like, I'm not against that speech and stuff. That scene and stuff was fine. It's just, like I said, the area where it didn't feel earned. It just felt odd, because, like, that happens right after a 2-month time skip. The 5 of us then disperse into our little corners. However, I get my emails up on my phone and smile to myself. Was it a bit stupid that I booked a dinner reservation for me and Monika during class? Maybe, but it'll be worth it. Sunday does mark our 2-month anniversary, after all. As I'm reflecting, though, I feel a finger tap my shoulder.
I see you managed to convince Kurosawa to give you your phone back.
Yuri! Her sudden appearance takes me by surprise, even making me jump. I can hear Sarah and Natsuki giggling in the corner. Hell, even Yuri seems pretty amused by my reaction. Taking a moment to recompose myself, I eventually turn to face her. Hey, you startled me.
Oh, I could tell.
I can't help but smile at that. Anyway, I did get it back eventually. But damn, he was livid when he took it.
He certainly was, yes. I'm still curious as to why you're on your phone during class. Could you not have just waited until after we finished?
I mean, regardless of how I try to justify it, it's probably going to come off as pretty dumb. Screw it. I guess it was in the moment idea. Like, I didn't think too much about it. I lowered my voices slightly. I just thought of something nice I could do with Monika, and I didn't want to forget anything. I know it sounds silly. There's the back of my neck.
That explains it. Well, I wasn't saying Monika wouldn't appreciate whatever you've got in mind. I just mean that it's truly sweet how you treat her. Like, you're a really sweet person.
Yuri fumbles with some of her words towards the end of her sentence.
Christ, what am I doing?
Before I can assure Yuri that she's doing nothing wrong, Monika comes near us.
I heard my name mentioned. Did either of you want anything?
Yuri yelps in surprise, much like I had earlier when she'd sneak up on me. Monika seems slightly bewildered.
You okay, Yuri? I'm fine. I just need to get some air.
Yuri quickly rushes out of the club room, making an effort to hide her face. I exhale, and I also exhale, because, uh-oh. We're really trying to push back. Fucking... Everyone's like, Mod, please, no. We're really trying to go back to the Yuri likes us arc? I thought that idea was dropped in the demo. Ah. What was the time skip for then? I guess the time skip was for an excuse for Yuri to like us. Because he even mentions that after the 4 months, me and Yuri have actually been getting pretty close. So I'm like, oh boy. So the entire time skip was just so that we could make an argument for Yuri being interested in us. So that we could have the jealous Monika arc again. Yay. I don't know why this is such a... It's weird because this is such like a common thing in just love things in general, you know? Like, I don't know why these... I don't know why, it's something where it's like, it would make sense if our MC even showed any slight interest in loving Yuri, but he doesn't. And it's just Yuri showing interest in us, which I don't know why she would. Also, I saw somebody say... You don't celebrate a 2-month anniversary? It depends on the couple. Well, some couples do celebrate stuff like 2-month anniversaries and stuff. It's not too odd to celebrate a 2-month anniversary. Some of them do that. Exhale.
Oh, and Zero? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I overheard you say you had something planned for us. Would I be correct in my assumption?
Well... There goes making it a surprise. Well, That's correct. I was gonna surprise you with it, but yeah.
Aw,
Monika beams at me.
I swear, you spoil me too much. I really gotta return the favor one day.
I chuckle to myself and smile. Hun, it's not a contest.
I know. It's just that I'm still, you know, getting used to having someone care about me like you do.
There's that tugging pain in my chest again. Monika.
There I go ruining the mood again.
I take Monika by the hands, causing her to look away from me. Over the last 2 months, Monika's been slightly improving in terms of how she thinks about herself. However, there's still a sizable chunk of her that slips into those sudden bouts of self-loathing. Normally, she's able to hide it, but there are times where it slips out. Most of those times, it's when we have time alone. Times she doesn't have to wear her mask of perfection. The mask can only last for so long before they start to crack. Monika, you've got people here that do care about you. And we're always gonna be here. Rather than saying else, Monika simply rests her head against my chest. Trying to adapt, I wrap my arms around her. I can feel her soft breaths against my shirt. The moment only lasts for a short moment, but Natsuki soon comes over to us.
Hey, is everything okay?
I nod in Nat's direction. However, Monika speaks up, her face still against my body.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
I can't say for sure whether Natsuki had, in fact, heard anything that either Monika or I had said. But thankfully, she seems to buy it. As Natsuki goes back towards Sayori, Monika pulls away from me.
Thanks, I kinda needed it. Kinda needed that.
Always happy to help. Tender moment between us is then interrupted by the only 2 other members of the club room.
Aww.
Both me and Monika go crimson. Alright, that's enough. Both girls join us, giggling their heads off.
Come on, Zero. You two are adorable. Jeez, just Zero being nice to me.
Well, whatever it is, it's cute. Just try to remember that you're in the club room. Not like last Friday, right, Sayori?
Don't remind me.
Yeah, not every day your 3 other friends walk in on you and your girlfriend making out in an empty classroom. Ah, fun times.
I still don't know what came over us.
Just then, the door swings open. There you are.
Sorry I was gone for so long. Did I miss anything? Nothing much. Just talking about the time we walked in on the club's resident lovebirds.
Damn it, Sayori.
That time, yes.
Yuri awkwardly fumbles with a strand of her lavender hair. She nods to herself with a rather downcast look in her eye.
Enough with all this awkward talk. Let's share some poems.
And with that, each of us go to fetch our poems, and, as that becomes second nature for all of us, start to go around with each other. Alright, so, I guess now... Alright, so... time skip already making us miss important events. I was about to say, okay, like, the more I kind of play, the more I'm starting to see, like, why the time skip exists. Because it's like, alright, so I guess the time skip is also there so that we don't have to build up Monika and MC's relationship. Like I said, it feels like a cheap way out, you know? Like, it just feels like it's like, oh, it's okay, you just missed, like, it's 2 months, you know? I think it's now, you know how before we could argue being like, whoa, they already want to do that? That's a little too early in their relationship. So now it feels like its solution to that is just, well, we're gonna skip 2 months later. So now they can do all that shit. Because it's like, okay, but like, we didn't even get to see it build up to that. We just did all that stuff happened just off screen. Yeah, it's like, I don't have a problem with time skips themselves. It's just the reason why this time skip is here feel like it just feels like they don't want to actually have Monika and MC's relationship organically build up to those moments. They would rather instead just make it a giant time skip. Honestly, I feel like a better way to do this, and still using time skips, is have littler time skips. Like, instead of just having one giant time skip, they could have just had little baby time skips every so often. Then I feel like it would have been way easier. It would have been way easier to, like, manage and stuff. But because there's just this giant one, and it just has all this stuff that just happened before. This time skip is a culmination of the mod not wanting to do things through dialogue, but instead through weird exposition. At this point, they said, fuck it. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, like I said, it doesn't feel like they wanted to actually build upon their relationship. They just wanted to be like, okay, we want to get to the part where it's okay if they fuck. That's what it feels like. It really feels like they're just trying to be like, we want to get to the part where it's okay if they have sex. They're doing a tell and not show. Exactly. There is definitely they're doing a show and not tell, which is not good. Like, they just want to get to the part where they fuck. 1 week and then another week. Yeah, it's like, I would have much preferred, like, a 1 week and then another week or something like that. Like, little mini time skips would have been way better. This gigantic one is not the way to do it, in my opinion. Club day ended as normal as ever, aside from the awkward tension between me and Yuri. But as always, I ended up walking home with Monika and Sayori. In time, we eventually get to Sayori's, and I'm just left with Mani. We walk for a bit longer until Monika breaks the silence.
So, about that plan, where exactly are we going?
Where exactly are we doing? Okay, they didn't know which sentence they wanted to go with. They didn't know if they wanted to say, what are we doing, or where are we going? So they just, they combined them. Where are we doing?
Where exactly are we going? I would have asked during, but I honestly lost track of time.
To be fair to her, I also could have told her earlier. I know it's not as extravagant as the restaurant we went to with your parents, but there's this nice little ramen shop downtown.
Oh?
She seems curious. I just felt going for a more relaxed night might be something you like. Plus, they got plenty of vegetarian dishes too.
Consider it as always.
I did try to get it for either Friday or Saturday, but I was only able to get Sunday.
Ah, okay.
Monika seems a bit worried. Hun, what's... The obvious answer to the question comes to my head. It's your dad, isn't it? She nods with a regretful sigh.
We were just barely able to convince him to let you stay when you first came over. God only knows what he's gonna be like about me staying over with the guy who he complains about enough as is.
What? No one said you had to stay over. What? We were going on a date! No one said you had to stay over. All we said was, I was only able to get Sunday. And then we randomly were like, oh yeah, it would be bad if we stayed over. We didn't even discuss you staying over. Like, that could have came into conversation later. We didn't even discuss this. Jesus. She has to stay over so they can fuck. Plus, I was like, geez, like, it wasn't even brought up. Like, maybe if MC, like, again, easily could have been, this can be easily fixed if it just had MC say, like, yeah, and maybe afterwards you could stay over, you know? It could have been that, but, like, no one even, he didn't even say it. My chest tightens. There I go again, doing things without consideration. What do you mean? Did you imply it? Did he, like, weirdly imply that she was staying over? Like, is there dialogue missing? There is just, I guess they just both thought the same thing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you get far enough in a relationship after 2 months, they both already were on the same page of, we're gonna fuck. Like, they were just both on the same page already, I guess. God damn. Yes, sir. It was told in the 2-month time skip. Maybe the 2-month time skip mentioned something where every Sunday they fuck. I mean, every Sunday they spend the night with each other. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a problem with them with this thing. I just have a problem because they didn't even say anything. It was just instantly was like, huh? And then he's like apologizing, but it's like, for what? For saying we're going on a date? Like, you do know you can end dates without you guys having to spend the night over someone's house, right? Sorry, I can't think of anything to say. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Should I cancel it then, or...
No, don't cancel it. I'll think of some way to see you.
She's not thinking of sneaking out, is she?
I'm not letting you control what I do with my life. I may be his daughter, but that doesn't mean he owns me.
She's stern. Something of a rarity for Monika. After a moment, her expression breaks as she laughs.
God, I didn't mean for that to come off that angry. I just needed to get that off my chest.
Moni, don't be sorry. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Maybe I'm stupid. Hold up. Okay, wait. Is she saying because her dad wouldn't let her go on a date with him? Oh, wait, hold up. Alright, so she seems curious. Like, I felt going for more might be something you like. Plus, I got plenty of vegetarian dishes. Consider it. I did try to get for either Friday or Saturday, but I was only able to get Sunday. It's your dad. We were just able barely to convince him to let you stay when you first came over. God only knows what he's going to be like when we staying over. Okay, no. What? No, yeah. Okay, so I'm not. So that's not that. It is the complete just staying over. They just assumed. Okay, so I'm not. Okay, so it's not me misreading something. Because at first I was like, well, maybe it's just he doesn't want her to go on the date. Because if that was the case, that would make sense. Because I'm like, why would he cancel it? Doesn't make sense. Like, the weirdest thing here is that it feels like so. For some reason, both characters are thinking that this date can only happen if what they spend the night with each other afterwards. Like, he can't just take Monika home after the date. He's like, no, we have to spend the night together. Like, it's just weird. Like, it would make sense if he said, oh, I have a date at my house, you know, then maybe. But it's like, no, it's so weird. Why is it so weird? I just want to know you're sure about whatever you end up doing.
Oh, I'm quite sure. In fact, I might already have an idea. But I'm going to keep that as a surprise.
I'll be waiting for what she has in mind. Whatever that is.
I should be getting home. I'll text you when I'm there.
We give each other a quick kiss before she heads off. Not long after she starts walking, I head back inside. Almost as soon as I'm back inside, I slump onto the couch. Needless to say, the exams from this morning have tired me out. As I'm relaxing, my phone starts ringing. I pull it from my pocket and answer after glancing at the screen to see who was calling me. Oh, hey Mom.
Hey Zero. I was just calling because I wanted to let you know that Mamo and Natsuki are coming over tonight, and they'll be staying for the week.
Well, that kind of makes things slightly awkward for both Moni and I on Sunday. That's also weird, Mom. Why would your guy you're dating just staying over for a week? Plus, tonight seems kind of soon. Well, me and Moni are planning on heading out on Sunday.
Oh, that's nice. Where are you pair going?
You know that place you'd always take me to in junior high? Thanks for a moment.
Nakata's?
That's the one. Just thought it'd be nice to treat her.
When's the wedding?
I just sigh and roll my eyes. Natsuki asked the same thing a while ago. Honestly, don't even know if we'll even make it that far. He said that more in jest than actually being serious. Like, yeah, obviously a bit too soon to say we'll get married. But that being said, it is a nice thought, and I certainly would be opposed to the idea. What do you mean? It's 2 months! Stop saying you won't be opposed! That's weird! Stop it!
Oh, stop it. You two are great together.
Thanks, Mom. Can't help but smirk at that.
Anyway, I gotta get going. Oh, one more thing. If I remember right, there should be some spare futons in the attic. Would you mind getting one sorted for Natsuki?
Sure, yeah.
Thanks. I'll see you when I get home.
Why are they staying over? Yeah, wait, that's a good question. Someone just said, okay, so why is Natsuki also staying over? Yeah, wait, why are they staying for a week? She didn't even give a reason. She just said they're gonna be staying over for a week. Why? Like, is their house being fumigated? Like, what? Like, is there a good reason for this? The plot. I know it's for the plot, but they could have gave an actual reason. Like, obviously it was for the plot, but you're supposed to give an actual reason for this instead of just, they're gonna be over there. Like, jeez. Like, come on. You could have said anything. You could have literally said, oh, like I said, the house is being fumigated. Or, I don't know, something. Like, it just feels like there's no reason for them to be there. It looks like Monika and MC's relationship isn't the only one moving fast. Exactly, Mom. Why is the guy you're dating staying at her house for a week? And his daughter! For no good reason! Like, what is going on? Also, like I said, still not. I was also. Might be a nitpick, but oh no, I still don't like that MC's like, I'm not opposed to the idea of marrying Monika. After it's been like 2 months. Like, whoa, man, calm down there.
Thanks. I'll see you when I get home.
See you soon. Jen hangs up. At least now I've got something to keep busy with. Also, I like how he's like, well, that's going to make it awkward for me and Monika. And I'm like, why do you guys don't have to spend the night with each other. You can just... I'm just so confused. Because I'm like, okay, because you know what? Because this is the thing. I know that Monika doing this is going to bite them in the ass. This is my problem. I know Monika trying to spend the night with MC is going to bite them in the ass. And my point is, it's like, I really hate when stories have a giant problem that could have easily been avoided. Because I know right now, the problem that's probably going to arise from that could have been easily avoided if he just took her home after they went on the date. So it's like, I have a huge suspicion that a huge problem is going to happen and Monika's plan isn't going to work out well. Like, it's just, I just know. I come back to my bedroom after a much needed shower. Wait, is our mom dating Natsuki's dad? Yes. Also, I don't think Natsuki's dad is abusive in this mod, I guess. I guess he's not. Again, Monika just got everyone else's problems. Like, they don't even have them anymore. Like, Natsuki's problem now is non-existent. She doesn't have any issues anymore. her dad, the nice guy. So now Monika gets the abusive dad. Does Yuri cut herself? I don't know. It's never brought up. Does Sayori even have depression? It's brought up in the beginning of the mod, but it's never talked about anymore. And it's not even brought up normally. It's brought up when MC's like, Sayori has depression. And that's it.